In this episode of the RV Small Talk podcast, we're going to find some of the really off the beaten path kind of places to visit to see strange, unusual, wonderful, I don't know, fantastic celestial type things. Just wherever you go, there's a neat thing to see. We're going to find some of them today and discuss if they are on our bucket list. Are you ready?
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Welcome to the RV Small Talk podcast, where we talk about lightweight trailers, truck campers, and the people, places, and adventures that go right along with them. We're your hosts from Princess Craft RV. I'm Clint.
I'm PJ.
And my ears are not itchy.
Oh.
Nobody's thinking about you? That's sad.
No, that's burning.
Burning?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that when your ears are burning?
No, that's definitely time to change location.
No, that's what you say.
I'm sure it's what you say, but it's also time to change your location.
Okay, well, it's time to change headphones because this came about because I exclaimed right before we started the podcast that putting on headphones makes my ears itch.
You think it's the headphones' fault?
Yes.
Like the material? Like the size?
I
the fact
don't
that there's
know.
noise coming out of them?
I don't know.
Are they thinking about you?
I doubt that. But yeah. Anyway, if y'all have a cure, let me know, because pretty annoying, but not nearly as interesting as all the places we're going to talk about today. Because I want to find some places. I hope our list has something on there that's like super weird.
I hope it has something on there that you two will actually go see.
Are you going to rag on us for not camping enough again?
I think I just did, and that's all I'm going to do.
I think I really like it. I feel like every week I just need like a little beating.
Mom.
Yeah. I think it'll really work eventually.
You think?
Right now, but eventually, yes, it will work. I appreciate it.
Maybe Clint will
Good to
shut
know.
up about it.
No,
he won't.
All right. Well, everybody, if you would like to check out other episodes of maybe some helpful content, because we have some of those episodes too, go over to rvsmalltalk.com. If you want to see us on socials, RV Small Talk Podcast. If you want to see us on YouTube, turns out RV Small Talk Podcast.
Say what?
Yeah, I'm done. You can find us in places on the lines.
So many places.
Lines. Mm-hmm. And just a quick reminder, the Texas Tiny Trailer Rally and the Texas Truck Camper Rally are coming up. You can look them both up on Facebook. They are completely free to attend.
Yeah. You set up those links so they're Googleable. So if they're anti-Facebook, they can still Google them.
Yeah, you can Google TexasTruckCamperRally.com.
If you're anti-Google, you can DuckDuckGo them.
Just type it in your little browser there.
Yeah.
Just check it out.
Yeah.
Texas Tiny Trailer Rally and Texas Truck Camper Rally. They are free. You just pay for your campsite. We do tons of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
You don't have to have a tiny trailer.
you don't have, that's what I was about to say, Lindsay.
I know, but I beat you to it.
We get that question all the time. No, every single trailer is welcome. You just have to appreciate the tiny
Non-trailers
trailers.
are welcome too. Bring
Yeah.
your Class A, B, C.
We've
Just
had
come
some
have
of
fun
those.
with us.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
easy as
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, let's talk about things
Let's talk about ducks.
or places. What's number one on the list this week?
Well,
LMA.
Number one on our list is the Marfa Lights and the Prada store.
Marfa Lights. Now, is that anything akin to the Northern
Are you
Lights?
gonna do this through the whole thing?
Borealis. I sure would like to, but I think I will
Let
get
him-
kicked out.
Let him do his thing.
Ah, goodness.
All right. So if you're watching on video, that would be found on YouTube. If you're watching on video, I'm going to try to get this going to where you can see. Oh, hold on. I'm going to push record on the computer. There we go.
Hi.
So if you're watching this now on the video on YouTube, I'm going to try to share my screen so you can kind of take a look at some of these places too. So thank you for hanging in where I just showed the logo for the first 5 minutes.
That was fun.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
So the Marfa Lights, I've never seen them, but I have been to Marfa. I have been to the Prada store, and it's pretty cool.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Does anybody dust the shoes in the Marfa store or the Prada store?
Do they get dusty? The door never opens.
Are there shoes in there?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's amazing. So what we're talking about is there is a town in Texas, not too far from us, called Marfa. and Marfa is like Nowheresville.
Oh, it's west. Yeah.
It is Nowheresville out in West Texas. And it over the past, I would say 20 years, maybe a little more, has started to become this little artsy community. And they have built in the middle of nowhere, probably 20 miles outside of town, where there is nothing but mesquite and sagebrush rolling by. And all of a sudden you come upon this big square building that says Prada store. And in the front, there is picture windows, just like you're shopping at a Prada store with all these beautiful things in them. And it is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's hysterical.
So it's just like it's an art installation, basically.
And it is literally the what am I trying to say?
I'm not sure.
The selfie spot of West Texas.
Yes, it's true. You got to take a selfie there. Clint's having trouble.
Yeah.
Turns out the Marfa Lights is actually a terrible thing to try to search, but the Prada store is super easy.
Yes. So it's just kind of funny. It's like a roadside attraction, and you just park and stare in the window. You can't buy anything.
Somebody built an entire store.
Does anyone like change out the merchandise in this place?
No. I mean, I actually don't know that for a fact, but I feel like every time I see a picture of it, it's the same purse and shoes in there.
Okay. What's neat about it is they didn't mess around. They used the right font and colors and everything.
Yes.
So
I wonder if Prada had to say, okay. I mean, don't you think?
I imagine Prada was like, where is it? Where's this copyright infringement? West Texas? Nah, it's fine.
And it's pretty cool at night. It's pretty cool at night. It lights up in the back of it. Yeah, it's very fun. So that's a fun thing to see if you're ever headed in that direction. And there is what used to be a roadside stop where you could occasionally see what looks like northern lights over the hills in the distance. And it's just, there's some cool lights in the night sky sometimes that are just amazing, just like northern lights.
And we think that they're an atmospheric event, not visitors. Is that correct?
No, it's definitely aliens, sir.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
it depends on who you are as to what you think. But yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. And Lindsay, do you remember we actually hung out at the roadside stop and looked for Marfa lights one time?
I do not.
I have a feeling
it was cold. We
PJ
sat on
didn't
the-
see those either. She didn't see the northern
didn't.
lights, and she didn't see the
I
Marfa
have never
lights.
seen the Marfa lights, but one time
Have
on a
you ever
trip
seen the
out there-
Marlboro lights?
I've seen Marlboro lights.
Do you know the Marlboro Man?
Okay, never mind. So anyway, if you're ever headed through West Texas, look up Marfa. There's other fun things to visit in the town, cool installations. There's an Airstream town and a couple of interesting things.
Okay, so 1 out of 10, how interested are you in going to
Ooh,
this
we're rating
location
these.
yourself? Clint?
I do want to. I mean, it's not far from the area that I'm going to Davis Mountains and all that. I want to travel in this part of Texas a little bit, camp in this part of Texas. So Marfa would be perfectly fine with me. I'll give it a good 7.328.
I'm impressed. I've already been there, so it's kind of skewed, but I'd say 5. I'd be okay if we passed it, but because
say
I'm
that
never
there's
going to
other
see the
things-
Marfa lights.
You-
I'm never going to see them.
I'm never going to see any lights.
I didn't know that I didn't know you gave up on anything.
Yeah, I may give up on that. But yeah, I mean, it's cool, but kind of been there, done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
I
Lindsay?
give it a 4. I'm bored.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see what else we got.
Fine.
Thanks, Caitlyn.
Back to the list.
Enchanted Highway in Regent, North Dakota. Located off exit 72 on I-94 in Regent, North Dakota, you will see a stretch of highway with 32 miles of scrap metal sculptures. This is screaming dad.
It is 32 miles.
32 miles.
Oh,
it's in
my gosh.
the Guinness World Book of
Records.
the
Thank you.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Okay. So they got all kinds of craziness on this. I'm going to go ahead and share this screen.
One of the sculptures is called Geese in Flight, and it is
Oh, there it
the
is.
world's largest scrap metal sculpture in the world.
Okay. So they got oddities all up and down this.
Oh my goodness. And they're giant.
Wow.
I love it.
Giant deer jumping a
scroll the other
fence and geese. And some of them are just
Oh
weird.
my gosh. And fish and far. I love this eye thing.
North Dakota, here I come.
Yes.
I'm going to put this.
Look at that giant cricket. Shut up.
I'm going to put this as an easy 9 on my list. This looks like a neat drive, and I might want to ride it on a motorcycle.
Can we play on them? Can I climb them?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I touch them?
There's pictures of people doing that, so they're too big to climb. But I tell you what, yeah, that's true. That's true, guys. But I have never heard of this. And I will tell you, if I was ever in the area, it's a solid 8 for me. I would go out of my way to drive this highway. 32 miles of crazy fun.
I think I can make this happen. What's your dad's number? Lindsay?
Yeah, for real.
I can make this happen.
For real.
PJ will
That's
be there
like
in a week.
50 feet tall.
It's huge. Okay. So, and
Look, it's not so far away because the Prius made it.
I think it's really cool that it's not just like metal colored. Like somebody painted all of or most of these.
Oh man,
They're really colorful. Look
And
at
that
dragon.
makes it. That dragon is
that's towering
amazing.
up above that 3-story house. These are huge sculptures. Guys, I am so sorry that this podcast can't come through your radio and show you what we're looking at, but man,
Might
look
work on
it
the
up.
earbuds.
The Enchanted Highway.
All right.
What's
Next one. How about the Glass Beach in Fort Bragg, California?
always wanted to go to the Glass Beach.
I have heard of this and it sounds fabulous.
I give this one an 8 for me. So it's literally trash, which is kind of sad. But a bunch of glass bottles and trash and cars and random stuff was like dumped. And then over a bajillion years, it's a very scientific number.
Yeah. Yep, I know exactly how many that is.
It turned into like these smooth pebbles that are all different color in their glass. You're not allowed to take any with you, so just don't.
You're not allowed to take any?
No.
Tell me. Okay. I thought this is where all the hobby stores got all their glass beads.
No, they make their own, but how fabulous.
I mean, I want to walk barefoot in it.
I don't want to do that, Lindsay.
I
but
do.
I do want to get there at sunrise or something where you
those are
see all the
pretty.
glistening. I mean, just all
Those are
kinds
shells.
Yeah, but with the glass beads, it's like I don't know, glass beads as far as you can see instead of sand.
And because they're
It's
naturally eroded in that way,
beautiful.
they take on all these. It looks like riverstone. The shapes. It's not like marbles. It's not perfect and uniform and all that. It's really unique.
I love it.
Okay, wait. Can you go back up to the expectations versus reality picture? Because now I'm scared.
I'm sorry. It might take some scrolling.
No, look to the left. Just click on it.
So I would like to know where Fort Bragg is.
No.
I don't know where it is. Do you?
It's right there.
Oh.
I just wanted to look at the
Yeah.
It's a
picture.
coastal spot in California is what the computer says. So I don't know where Fort Bragg is, but I think I would
It's
totally
fine.
give it a shot.
That's fine.
What's happening?
I don't know.
So there are some pictures on here that make it look a little less fabulous.
Do you think it's not fabulous in person? Has anybody ever been to Glass Beach? Caitlyn, have you ever been to Glass Beach?
Well, I'd like to try it. I would definitely go out of the way and I would make it a 6 or 7. How about you, Clint?
Not that interested.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. It doesn't speak to my heart and soul the way it does to y'all.
It just looks so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Okay, this is up there for me too. Thor's Well.
Thor's Well.
Yes, in some town in Oregon that I'm not going to attempt to say.
It's Yachat's. How would you say that?
Yachits? Yachits?
Yeah. Hey. Watch it. Family show.
Yeah.
Can't podcast with you anyway.
No, you
It's like a
can't.
cat.
Well, the people that live there might be offended, Lindsay. So maybe you shouldn't go.
I don't know how to say it. Okay, so it's a sinkhole, a natural sinkhole known as the drain pipe of the Pacific. Is this not the most
drain pipe of the Pacific?
Terrifying thing you've ever seen? It's just
Whoa.
like, it scares the crap out of me. I want to jump in.
Say that again slowly.
I like doing things that scare me.
So apparently when the tide is out,
Yeah.
you can walk right up to the rim.
But when the tide comes in, it just fills up the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sea toilet.
Okay.
So when it scares the crap out of you, you're already
I'm there. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool. I'd make it a 3. I wouldn't go out of my way.
If I'm in the area, I might go see it.
Yeah, I mean, same here, but
Yeah.
I'm not going out of my way.
There's so many things in that part of the world that rank higher to me.
So how about you?
Like 8.9.
Really?
Yes. I think this is so cool and it would be so pretty. Okay, so it was a cave. It was like an underwater cave that went really deep and then the roof collapsed.
Is she jumping in?
How to survive falling into a sea hole.
What? Okay, now we're just going down a rabbit hole on the internet.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Oh, no. So I don't know if I would ever
Preparing
find myself near
my dive.
Yatchits, Oregon,
In
or
Oregon.
however you say it. But if I did, and I happened to know that I was near there, I would stop in. Otherwise,
I mean, I've seen pictures of sinkholes around the world, and sinkholes are kind of terrifying things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Well, what about a UFO watchtower?
I'm in.
Well, let me look it up. I don't know.
10.5.
I don't know. I'm
10.5, I'm there. Anything that has to do with aliens or ghosts or Bigfoot.
And that's Saguache County in Colorado.
Of course it would be.
Look how cute.
It's located in the
aliens.
San Luis Valley in Colorado, and it's an elevated observation deck away from light pollution for unobstructed views of whatever might be flying by.
Weather balloons from China?
I don't know.
Wait. So
I don't know.
Is there a lot of alien sightings here or is it just a place that's dark?
I think this takes more research. Like, did they build this expecting to see aliens, but no one's seen one yet? Or did a lot of
See
people
a bunch of
see
aliens.
and they're like, let's make a watchtower.
So they built a watchtower.
Okay, so here's the
And they
thing.
became Jehovah's. Never mind.
Here's the thing. Thank you, Clint. It limits the light pollution, which is very cool, and they have campsites open all year, so you can go camp in your RV there. And
Okay.
it's surrounded by all kinds of cool little UFO.
I don't know. I'm looking at these pictures and I
Stuffs.
don't think I want to camp in my RV anywhere near here.
Oh, well, come on. It's the same.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
kind of a
for
dusty
one
environment
night.
like Burning Man, and people love going camping there.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is kind of a
camping there
desert
either.
space. I think, again, if I was nearby, I could go there.
I mean,
UFO Information Center.
Yeah.
It almost looks like
It's all verified
kind of a tourist
information.
trap kind of thing.
Oh, it totally is. I mean,
But-
it's a tourist trap field.
Of
Come and go as you are.
weird little trashy UFO things. Do not
Yeah.
look for anything really well thought out here. It is kind of a thrown together thing.
Okay.
But, I would go if I was nearby. Maybe
Look
a
at
3.
Caitlin's face right now. You're so mean.
No,
All right.
I wouldn't. But would you take a trip to go to the UFO watchtower?
Still not very high on my list.
you?
I think it'd be a 2.
Yep.
But Lindsay, what would it be on your list?
I mean, I said 9 before because I thought or 10.5 because I thought it was a real alien place.
But now that you saw the actual
now that
location,
it's just a deck in the air, I'm going to have to go down to 9.7.
it's a deck in the air. It's just a deck in the air.
It's just a deck in the air.
But it's a peaceful deck in the air unless the aliens come.
Well, what about a hole in the
No,
rock?
listen, aliens are nice. All of them.
So
Okay.
let's move on from the deck in the air and go to the
I have
hole
no
in the
experience.
rock.
I'm going to have to take your word for it.
Hey, guys. Hello.
Why do you want to move on so fast?
Because I'm tired of the deck in the air.
Hey. All right, back to another hole in a rock.
There
Hole in
you
the Rock,
go.
Moab, Utah. I'm going to look it up. You discuss amongst yourselves. Go ahead and read the description.
Moab.
Well, it's the Canyonlands country, so of course I would go there. I think that sounds very cool. I've never been there. It was built by the Christensen family, and it took 20 years to complete.
Why?
Well,
Because it's a rock. Rocks are hard.
This home has a 65-foot chimney, a bathtub built into the side of the rock, and has 14 rooms.
What?
It features a gift shop, a general store, a petting zoo, bringing in about 500 visitors a day.
500 a day? That's actually pretty significant.
This is crazy. They built a straight up home in the rock.
Inside the side of a mountain.
But how do you do that?
I mean, ancient civilizations did that all the time.
Well, why don't
With 14 rooms, though?
I guess here's my real question.
Why?
Why aren't more people doing this?
Because it took them 20 years. And it probably isn't that comfortable.
Yeah, but I bet they make a ton of money.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Wait, are they
And
alive?
it was
When did they
probably
build it?
temperature controlled. I don't know that.
I want to
It
see
doesn't
the
say
inside of the house.
I
Is
know.
that the
Oh,
only
look.
picture?
See right there on the
No,
right.
wait, underneath. No, look. Clint, down under. No, to the right.
To the right.
down
Right.
here. Yeah, right there. Clicky. Do the click. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the fireplace. Okay, and I bet it's always so cool in there.
It's always the same temperature, just like a cavern. I would totally go out of my way for this.
Can
This
we
would
stay there? Is it like a hotel?
No.
Would you? I mean, this isn't terribly close or terribly far from Mesa Verde. You can compare civilizations, holes in the rock.
Oh, totally. This would win, of course.
What, next to Mesa Verde?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
So this would be a 9 on my list. I would go out of my way to go here for sure. I think it would be so fun.
Over
I
Mesa
would
Verde?
be fascinated. We're not comparing to Mesa Verde. We're just scaling this one.
I think it's a 9 for me too. This is incredible.
I think this.
I wanna go.
This is
Amazing.
probably a 7 or 8 for me. I do think it's cool.
Do you get excited about
Amazing.
anything?
No, have you met me? My entertainment is usually at someone else's expense, and then not much else other than that.
We got to work on that. You can work on our camping. We'll work on your adventure humor.
Okay, this next one I have heard about, and I would love to go there. It's the Ben and Jerry's Flavor Graveyard.
I would love it. I think
So-
that sounds so fun.
Maybe. I mean, I want to know the dimensions
Dimensions?
of the graveyard. Is it
Dimensions?
big enough to warrant my trip? Like, have they only retired 5?
No.
Or have they retired thousands?
No, it's a big one, and you get to like eat ice cream when you're there,
But the retired ice cream?
and then you get to vote on bringing back one of the flavors that's dead. And then you get to learn the history of like who thought of these flavors and why did they die? And oh my gosh, look, he's crying at the
where
creme
is this?
brulee one.
Waterbury, Vermont.
Yes, and they put cool little sayings about it, like, let's see. Let's read one of them. What
Now
does
in
it
front
say?
of the pearly great,
Let me see if I can get bigger.
pearly gates, holy cannoli, and sits and waits. What brought its ruin, no one knows. Must have been the pistachios.
All right.
Wild Maine blueberry from the land of the puffin. Now when we crave you, we turn to the muffin.
Aw.
I mean, look, it's so cool.
No, the sweet potato pie one.
Miss Elena's
Sweet
sweet potato pie. 1 potato, 2 potato, sweet potato pie. No one could appreciate it, so we had to let it die.
Nice.
Man, it lasted a year.
I know. They even have like the birthing and dying dates. I think it just sounds super
I'm in.
fun.
10 out of 10. Give me
Yeah.
some ice cream. I don't even
I'm
care
there.
if it's sweet potato pie flavored.
Okay.
I
All
would
right.
eat it.
I wonder.
Clint, does that interest you at all?
Not much.
Are you enough of a human?
Okay. At the end of this, I'm going to ask you which one of these you would pick if you could only go one place. Okay.
Yeah, I hear.
So be thinking.
I hear I'm not allowed to look at the last one, but it's special.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
We'll find out then.
Special.
All right.
I can't imagine that Watchy State Park with the mermaid of the Weeki Watchy. Oops, it's the Weeki Watchy State Park in Spring Hill, Florida, is probably going to be on the top of your list.
These mermaids, so like you go and you sit behind this glass tank, kind of like at an aquarium, and these mermaids hold their breath for an insane amount of time and train to do all this stuff. And they blow bubbles in like hearts and they do all this stuff. And then they have hoses that come out from the bottom so they can breathe.
Share the screen.
But they can also hold their breath for a stupid amount of time. And
I also cannot do that.
It's supposed to be very cool to watch. I mean, look at her tail.
Is that a tail?
I'm a grown ass woman and I want to be a mermaid. Look at that.
I bet those tails are expensive.
And
I actually have seen one of these shows when I was a kid.
It wasn't like this.
I was in Florida somewhere with a big underground mermaid show that we watched.
But this
through
is
the
in Florida.
glass.
This might be it.
So yeah, I don't know, but it was like 60 years ago. So
They're more.
So
covered
I don't
up.
know what was there.
Women weren't allowed to hold their breath yet.
They weren't showing their wrists. I saw a mermaid show once in San Marcos back when Ocarina Springs
Yeah.
Yes.
was like a theme park place to go. And they would swim with Ralph the pig and he would jump in that water and he would chase a bottle of milk.
Yep.
And then Peter shut him down or someone.
Thank God.
Well, there was several.
That
Ralphs.
pig was happy.
Yeah.
Well, now that pig can still swim.
No, that pig is now bacon.
Stop.
No. I'm sure it wasn't bacon.
10 out of 10 do
it was
not
too
approve.
old at that point.
I mean,
But at any rate, we used to have a mermaid show nearby. It was a little cheesy.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's 2023 now. Mermaids are it.
Well, I think this would be super fun. It's kind of like a little dance show or something underwater. So, Lindsay, how would you rate this?
7 out of 10.
I think I would go 6 or 7 too. It sounds fun. I don't know that I'd go out of my way, but I'd certainly pay for it.
Now, Mom, you've been here before,
you didn't
right?
ask me. You didn't ask me if I was going to the mermaid thing.
Is it even a 0 or a 1?
It's definitely a 1 unless my daughter hears about it, in which case we're there.
I'm telling you.
I can't do anything about it.
And I have never been to this next place, and I've been in Vegas a ton of times.
I was using your stool.
It's my stool.
I know. I was
Golly.
using it.
Guys, it's like recording with children.
Yeah, don't ever grow up, PJ.
I won't.
You end up not wanting to go anywhere. Trust me, I know.
Stick to the task.
Okay.
You don't want to go
Another
anywhere.
jab.
You don't want to go
Another
anywhere,
jab.
but you end up camping more than anyone else. It's the weirdest thing.
It is crazy, isn't it? But I have never been here.
I would
And
go
it
here.
is one of the top things on my list. It's probably the top thing when I go to Vegas, and I've never been able to make it here.
11 out of 10. This is my only reason to go to Vegas.
I feel like you've sent me pictures from this place.
I have not. I have
think-
told you I want to go there.
I think they went to Vegas and Richard went here and she wasn't with him.
I don't know. But guys, what we're talking about is the Neon Boneyard. And it has all the lights from days gone by in Las Vegas, all leaned up and they light up at night. And it is I just can't wait to go.
Yet another reason why Vegas cannot be called a dark skies location.
Do not go there to see stars. That's for sure. But I just think it'd be so cool.
Look at that big old Elvis. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I would love to go there.
Yeah, I would
So-
do this.
8 out of 10. I'd rather see mermaids.
I would do this in the Hoover Dam.
Yes, very fun thing to do in that neck of the woods, as they say.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of things to do in Vegas, but if you're ever headed in that direction, especially if you have kids, this is super fun. And it's fun to go during the day, but I bet it's super fun to go at night.
Sure. Absolutely.
Walking among the stars, literally.
All right. Can I try to say this word?
Yes.
Synchronous fireflies, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I was
job.
worried about the word park.
You did so good.
I'll look it up.
Located right outside of Gatlinburg, Tennessee, thousands of lightning bugs come out and put on a show near the Elkmont campground located in the Smoky Mountain. So they synchronize their light patterns.
What?
So you get to go see
Like
yeah,
they
they do.
blink
thousands and
at the
thousands.
same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that.
I'm going to put this on the screen.
I have
So
never heard of that.
What do you call them? Because I don't call them fireflies. They're lightning bugs.
Yeah.
Is that a South thing?
It is. I think it is a South thing. Yeah.
Oh, well, I love lightning bugs. I feel like I see less and less of them every year. But
Well, and I agree because all around us, or the urban environment is just pushing everything out.
Yeah.
damn kids.
I'm not sure that's it, but
It's
okay.
the youths.
The Utes.
They're ruining everything.
The Utes.
It's the youths. This would be amazing. Okay.
So the lights go on and off at the same time. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
I can't even fathom that. Okay, that is a 10 on my list.
If there's that many fireflies there for real, yeah. 10
That's
out
a
of
10 on my list. That
Fine,
is a
I'll-
bucket list
I'll make
item.
it a high number, like
I would bucket list that.
all right, 10 maybe.
I would bucket list that. So, do you have to go at a certain season?
Yes. Yeah. Bound to be.
These are spelling help.
Yeah, I think that's a little funny, but so what season is it that you have to go see the synchronous fireflies?
Firefly season.
Mating season.
Bug go blinky season.
Yoo-hoo.
You want to see my butt light up? Actually, I have no idea. Fall?
We'll have to look at it.
Caitlyn, when do we go see fireflies?
Depends on the temperature and the soil moisture.
It depends on the temperature and the soil.
moisture. The moisture in the soil.
So you have to kind of like hang out and
Yeah.
wait. Is this kind of going to be the
Because it's related.
Marfa
Because it's probably related to egg laying.
It is part of their mating.
See, if you play the right music, they go to tempo.
No, no. I'm pretty sure
Put on
they
some
don't.
like Barry Manilow.
Mandy, you came and you gave without blinking.
What about the abandoned igloo in Alaska? It's a 4-story concrete hotel that is oddly fascinating. It has never been open for business, and to this day, it is not open to the public.
Then why do you go? To stare at it from the outside?
Construction began in the 1970s, but could not meet building codes due to the window size and other code violations.
Oh.
After it was abandoned, many people attempted to pick up where the last owner left off, but the project was never finished. Wait, so is it an? Oh, it's
Look at
an.
it. Look at it.
Oh, that is creepy.
Look at. I mean, this is.
Oh, that
scary.
is creepy.
Now, where is it? In Alaska? I'm going. I'll go. Why not? Another reason to go to Alaska.
And you can go inside of it.
Probably not legally.
So it's
but
this-
maybe legally.
Giant concrete dome with dormers all over it, like it's got warts or something.
It does look like warts.
and then graffiti and everything's grown up around it. And yikes.
It is so creepy. It looks like something you like step on the floor of the ocean.
I'm going to tell you straight up. This is something to visit in the daytime.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Don't visit this place
100%.
But
at
it's
night.
huge.
Look at that picture of it covered in snow. It's so pretty.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
See, that's magical. When it's covered in snow, it's magical.
Well, then it's like a giant hobbit house or something.
It looks like something.
Another reason to go.
But is the gas station next to it boarded up as well?
I think it is.
Yes. And then the inside is like this unfinished, kind of looks like a cathedral or something.
That's all just wood framing.
Yeah.
This is very strange. Nope, not going out of my
It's
way.
very apocalyptic, don't
But
you
if
think?
I am-
Like this is Mad Max
Yes.
in Alaska.
It is. It looks like it was something and got abandoned
That's
for
exactly
all the
what it
weird
was.
reasons.
That's
Nailed
But it never was something.
Okay.
So yeah, if I'm on the way, absolutely. But no trip.
So if
for
you're
me.
traveling in Alaska and it just happens to be on your path, fine, you might pull over and wonder at it a little bit.
Nope. Yes, I would wonder a bit, but I would not make a point.
Okay.
I am
wanna-
just fine
wanna
looking at it from here.
and climb on top of it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. It would be cold.
Yeah, I don't like the cold.
It's concrete, not ice.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I don't know that I do want to go to Alaska. I want to go to Alaska several times to do different things there. This actually isn't drawing me there.
It's not
for
it.
real.
That's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
going to get you there.
yeah,
but it is super cool
Yeah.
and very weird.
Let's say I'll look at pictures of it and be just fine.
I would watch a 30-minute documentary of how it came to be and how it got built and how it died and
Yeah.
how they tried to renovate it and couldn't.
Okay, fair enough.
I would do that because it is interesting. But what about Albert the Bull?
We have an actual cow on our list.
Well,
28 feet tall and weighing 45 tons. Albert is the world's largest bull, and he's a perfect replica of the Hereford bull, 9 times their size, and was named after Albert Cruz.
I bet Albert Cruz is stoked about that.
yeah. Well,
Thank you.
Albert Cruz launched the Operation T-Bone as a way to promote the beef industry.
Well, maybe he is stoked about it.
Oh my gosh, it's like the sirloin stockade bull.
Kind of adorable.
He is. Look, he's got eyelashes. This is so cute.
Every
Can
now
I
and then,
climb on
do you
that?
run across a cow or a bull and you're like, that is a pretty animal. Like every now and then you're like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely. Herefords are very pretty, but he's just a giant concrete bull.
yeah.
How'd they get him there?
And he's still a bull, see?
He's adorable. Adorable.
We're getting inappropriate close-ups here.
He is not a steer.
that Albert is a bull. But yeah, well, that's kind of fun. I mean, if I was in Iowa on the way, I wonder if that's on the what do they call that? The only thing I know that's interesting that happens in Iowa, which is the
Route 60.
no, the bike tour. What is it?
I'm not up to date on my bike tours.
Oh yeah, everybody knows it.
Everybody except for the people in this room.
Okay, never mind. You guys will know what I'm
Wait,
talking
is this a bike
about.
tour that Richard wanted to ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. You told me about some bike tour. I'm not, is this it?
Yeah, the one across Iowa.
Okay. I don't know anything about it.
Fly Geyser in Washoe County, Nevada. Wait, we didn't rate the bull.
No, two.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say one, but I'd say two.
We hate the bull.
Caitlyn's mouth fell open. I think she's offended. She picked most of these. So, oh well. I'm not a fan of the bull. Not going to go out of the way, but I would take a selfie if I was there.
But what about Fly Geyser? It's a man-made geyser that formed
Oh.
in 1916 after residents began drilling a well for irrigated water. Once they realized the water inside was too hot, the well was abandoned.
Yeah.
Years later, in 1964, a geothermal company went out to the site and drilled a test well, which caused the colorful formation we
Isn't that
see
pretty?
now.
I think that photo has been hyped.
I mean, it looks like a
Because
video
that's-
game. How big is it? I need some kind of reference.
Well, the nice thing is, however big it is growing.
What?
Yeah, as long as there's water coming out of it,
Then the
it's
minerals are going to
depositing
go down the
minerals.
side.
Yeah.
And it will grow. I think
That is
that's
super
really
cool.
Yeah, that looks like an HDR.
I feel like
Photo,
all
that's
these
not real.
pictures are fake.
Those colors have been hyped. See the difference? See the
No, but-
difference?
Okay, but even the other one, stop. That one looks cool.
That one looks like melted ice cream.
It looks like, what is the movie with the big trolls that are made out of rock?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Kind of
No? Okay.
Miak.
Isn't there a Disney movie or something with a?
I don't know. That is cool as hell.
It is.
9 out of 10.
Nope. I'm not going out of my way. And you go out of your way for a 9.
I would definitely go out of my way for this.
I bet it smells like rotten eggs.
Is it like
Oh,
up
I'm
to your
sure.
knee?
I
or
bet
is
it's got so much sulfur in that.
We can't really tell how big it is. I would say 5 or 6 for me.
I think I'll scratch this computer screen and see if I
But
can
it's
smell
called Fly Geyser.
because
So
of how
it's
many
kinda
flies are there.
No, because it's a geyser.
I
It just
love
flies.
it.
Very cool. It looks like a spouting volcano and it's got 3 or 4 fountains coming out
I
of it.
would probably
Very cool.
rate this 2.
Not impressed, huh?
Well, here's the deal. I have fixtures out at the ranch here in Texas that are miniature versions of that.
But they're miniature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about the world's largest pistachio?
Can I eat it?
No.
Well, I don't want it.
It's 30 feet tall and it sits on a New Mexico pistachio farm that is also known as Pistachio Land.
Okay, but is it? Yes, it is. You can't call something the world's largest pistachio when it's not even a real pistachio. Much like the town in Texas, Seguin, that has the world's largest pecan, but it's not a real pecan. So can you really call it the world's largest pecan, or is it the world's largest?
Didn't you use a phrase with me
fake
recently?
pecan?
Don't pee in someone else's Kool-Aid or if they're enjoying it or something
Don't
like that.
yuck someone's yum.
Yeah. You're yucking like an entire industry.
Well, no, that's just
No.
a fact. It's not a pistachio. It's a statue of a pistachio. It's a
pistachio
It's a
statue.
statue.
Yes.
So if I go and see the world's largest, kettle, because that's out there somewhere, right? Because it's not actual functioning kettle.
It's not a kettle.
Okay, is that so? That's it.
If it's the world's largest rocking chair, it works because you can sit in it. It's a chair. But this is an actual food substance that you cannot eat. And if I can't eat it, I'm not interested.
That's true, but it is pretty cool looking and I definitely would go to see it.
This is a recent thing. Idea conceived by Timothy McGinn, son, in 2008.
0 out of 10. You have got to have a real something before it can be the world's largest.
Okay, well, I tell you what, why I would go is because it not only is a tree ranch, but it's a winery. So
Have you ever had pistachio wine?
I don't know. I'd give it
I
a
would-
try for sure.
I would drink pistachio wine.
So that's worth a try. Going
true.
for a glass of wine to stare at the 30-foot pistachio. How much fun. I totally am there. I would give it a 5. If I'm anywhere near the area, I definitely would check it out.
Now, here is a landmark that makes sense. It is not claiming to be the world's largest blue whale, because it's not. It's the blue whale of Catoosa. So it is this giant, goofy looking blue whale that this man built for his family just cuz.
It has a baseball hat.
It does. And you walk
And
inside of
slide.
his mouth and then you walk through his body and then his body is like just a dock.
This is really fanciful.
Isn't it cute?
Like, what else can you do? Can you camp there? Can you picnic there? It
No,
looks like picnic tables.
it's in somebody's backyard.
What?
Oh, he's still there?
Is it
Don't
really?
know if he's still alive, but
No swimming. Says so.
It says it's a historic landmark along Route 66. So
yeah, he opened it up to the public now, but he built it in his backyard for his family.
well, so you can go visit it.
Oh my gosh, I just saw the slide.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a slide coming out the side. Ooh, and it lights up at night.
I mean,
It looks like a whale is swimming through the water and opens its mouth as it gets to the
and
shore.
like you can come out of his butt.
No, you come out of its head.
No, or you can go out of its butt.
Okay.
Is that a diving board? That might be a diving board off the back end.
Yeah, but then you can also come out of his butt.
I'm sure you can. I'm moving on to the diving board. See, that's fanciful.
This is so
That
cool.
is very fun.
If I were on a trip in the area and I needed a place to stay 1 or 2 nights and there's a way to do that nearby or to do this, I think I could do it, but I'm not sure they allow swimming anymore.
Well, okay, so you can go, but you can't swim?
I think that's what I'm picking up on just quickly scrolling.
Oh my gosh. He looks like he's had a couple transformations over the years.
Yeah.
Like his eyes like half closed in that one. He got
yeah,
sleepy.
how he got built, how he got renovated, because you'd have to constantly maintain
Oh,
that.
sure.
Okay, well, I totally would go see that. I think that's cool.
I'll give it I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
I think I'm 5 or 6, but still
Yeah,
very cool.
I'd definitely go 4.
But this next one, I have wanted to see for years.
What is it?
The Winchester Mystery House.
Ooh.
I'll look it up.
Okay,
Someone tell me about
it's a 100-year-old house, and it's in San Jose in California. And it's a historic landmark because it was originally owned by Sarah Lockwood Pardee Winchester, the widow of William Wirt Winchester and heiress to Winchester Firearms
Look at
Fortune.
that house.
It's amazing. So basically, a psychic told her to come out here and build this house. But then it was, I mean, it's not a house, it's a mansion. It's insane.
So
it
look
was
inside.
never finished, and it has a bunch of weird stuff in it, like staircases and doorways that go nowhere. What else?
It has windows inside to other rooms, kind of thing. And everybody says it's super haunted.
It
And
doesn't
it's
seem like
just
a house.
kind
It
of
seems like a complex.
and it's like room after room after room. They just kept adding rooms. And it's so weird, and stairways that go to weird places. And you can just,
oh my God, what a
get
horrible
lost.
picture.
but it's this huge, I don't know, do they call that Tudor type build? But
It is like a complex, though.
it is huge.
Ooh,
and
look
it's
at that
probably
room.
got 15 spires coming up off different peaks, all done in old Victorian style. Just fabulous.
I want to go to there.
I mean, is that not cool? That is a 10 on my list as well.
yeah, I mean, I could go there.
That'll be a 10 on my list. Wait, where is it?
It is in California, in
San
San
Jose?
Jose.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm down.
Victorian mansion. And mansion, it doesn't even begin to describe it. It's massive. Massive.
Okay.
So I'm definitely 10 on that one. I love it. That needs to be on a bucket list.
Okay.
What about the Haynes Shoe House?
I don't think they make shoes.
Well, that's on the other side of the country. That's in Pennsylvania, and it's built off the Lincoln Highway, and it was just made to be seen.
It was a
Oh, it's the little lady who lived in a shoe house.
it was a guy who sold shoes, right?
Yeah. As somebody who owned shoe stores,
I've seen
made a
this
house.
Before. I haven't seen it in person before, but I've seen it before.
It's
So-
like it was a promotional prize, so you could like stay in the house for a week. I mean, it's pretty
with
cool.
a free pair of shoes.
And you go, there's like a ladder up to the top of the shoe, and you can, at the top of the shoe is like a deck, and there's a hot tub. I mean, it's pretty cute.
You can still rent it out.
Yeah.
You can rent that and stay in it for a vacation in the
Lindsay,
shoe
I know how
house.
to make this happen for PJ. What's your dad's phone number?
Yeah.
I think that's very
I don't
cool.
know. Look at the inside of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's dated,
It's
but
period correct.
it's probably what he put in there and they left it in there. I think it's cool.
I think it's very cool.
I would stay in the shoe house, and it is in York, Pennsylvania.
It would be.
I don't know what else there is to do in York.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely 6 or 7 out of 10. I could make that a destination. I totally would have fun with that.
Will you take the time off if I call your husband?
Sure. Look at absolutely
Little dining room.
How much fun.
Okay, what about the world's largest Paul Bunyan? How many Paul Bunyans are there?
I don't know. There probably is a bunch, right?
But this is the world's largest.
Are you sure? I don't know. It's hard for me to get excited about
it's in
a Paul Bunyan
Bunyan's
statue.
birthplace.
Okay.
He's kneeling with his hand out, giving visitors the opportunity for a great photo op.
Oh God!
Oh, you can sit in his
'Cause you
hand.
can
that
sit
thing
on
is
his
so creepy.
It is.
I love him.
You do?
I do. He's just creepy enough.
Wait, that's a
minute.
different one.
That's not it.
That's not the same Paul Bunyan.
It's a different Paul Bunyan. Well, out of
Look
the
how
two, that
cute
one's the
he
best.
is.
He is kneeling down. He's got a very cartoonish face, big shovel.
He's
kinda
staring
creepy.
into my soul.
Kind of cool that he has his hand down, though, so you can sit in his
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
and take a picture.
Cool.
That is kind of fun. But, you know, not a 10.
No, definitely like a 3.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm there.
This next one, I'm down for 10.
The Last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. What is it now? It's still running?
Yeah.
Shut up.
And their social media is hilarious. If you look
Really?
yes, because they just ham it up on the fact that they're the last one.
That is
There's
so
still
funny.
a Blockbuster?
Yep.
Where do they get movies? Wait, go back.
Look how old those movies are.
Go back. What is this?
That's their viewing room. You can go sit in the back, maybe.
No, that's a themed Airbnb. That's not even it, y'all.
Oh. Then that's no good.
Squirrel.
Yes. So you
Yes,
can go
yes.
rent videos from the Last Blockbuster.
I wonder if it smells the same. Do you remember the smell
there
of
is a smell.
Blockbuster?
Yeah.
I love
as
it.
old as those things are, I bet it does.
And now there's that new Netflix movie, or
Well-
some movie called The Last Blockbuster.
We have a manufacturer that builds in Bend, Oregon. Who is it?
Oh, it's Outdoors RV.
Are
It
they in
is,
Bend?
yes.
And maybe
Yeah.
another truck camper
No,
that's built
Bend,
in
Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
So we could go visit a manufacturer and go to the Last
Well,
Blockbuster.
Mike Moran has been inviting you
I know.
since the beginning of time to go out to Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon just got a little more interesting. All right, for the Last Blockbuster.
This is an 8 out of 10 for me. I would love to go to Blockbuster and just sniff a few things.
Okay. Yeah, I'd put it at 3 or 4, but I definitely would go by if I'm in Bend. Okay. What about this
Sullivan's
last one?
Island.
The force is strong with this hurricane-proof house that resembles Luke Skywalker's home on Tatooine. Though it's a private property, many tourists will drive past the attraction to snap a quick photo.
I'm guessing it's that round one that
Wow.
I saw. That one. But
What? Is that it?
it's
Well,
just
that's
gonna show
lots
me-
of houses.
Yeah, it's gonna show me
Where are we
property.
going?
Lots of beautiful big mansions, but what does...
Look up Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, come on, Clint. Pull up a picture.
Okay. Yeah.
Man.
That is super Star Warsy.
So it's like a giant concrete white
It's
bubble.
way bigger than his house was.
It's so pretty.
Oh
Look at all
my
those
God.
windows.
That's not the same place at all. We've
no.
Clint.
left the reservation.
Yes.
Wait, it's
So-
on the market. Let's buy it. Look how cool. It's a dome house.
Wait. You said let's buy it. Do you want that many nerds visiting on the regular?
As long as they just drive by.
$5 for a picture. Heck yes.
See, here's the see? That's
It's
his
not quite the same.
No, it isn't. It's true.
No. But that is super cool. That looks kind of like the wasn't there a movie with a Woody Allen movie with a big round white house?
I'm out. I don't know anything about Woody Allen movies.
So
Not my
that
vintage.
is super cool. I would love to drive by and see it.
So is it hurricane proof because it's round?
Probably because of the construction material and the shape. Yeah. That's what I go for from an engineering standpoint.
Not to get too technical.
Wind only hurts corners.
It is more damaging
To a flat
to
surface.
flats.
That's why sails
to
work.
flats.
Oh.
So if it's round, it goes round
Okay,
it.
Clint, what is this?
What is what?
What
Sullivan's Island.
this is Nala. what
How would
is
you
this
rate
on
that?
your list?
I don't know. Is it going to hurt Caitlyn's feelings if I say I'm more of a Trekkie?
So are you?
I'm not, but
But I want to hurt her feelings.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that it's got enough gravity to pull me.
If I could go inside, it would be like a 6. But if all I can do is just look at the outside, then it's like a
Okay, my
2.
question I'm going to postulate to you. All right, would you want to visit this or the house in Ferris Bueller?
Oh, the house in Ferris Bueller is really cool.
Yeah, right.
But do I get to go inside?
Well, yeah. Let's say you get to go inside whichever one you choose.
Well, then I would certainly take
I would take the round one. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
would?
the round one for sure. It looks super cool.
Okay.
Super cool. But not on my, I wouldn't, if I was there, it's a 5.
Okay.
But what would you say is your number one thing you would go visit on our list of cool places?
I'm not seeing pistachio. I'll get just.
Well, no, you can't. What's your number one place? How about you, Lindsay? Number one thing on the list.
Probably the
Enchanted Highway.
fireflies.
I think I do the Enchanted Highways with my kids. That way, I mean, there's built-in stops all along the way, and they can be goofy, and it's all right. I don't know. The Marfa lights are pretty cool.
You'll never see them.
Neon Boneyard. I'd do that. Yeah.
Well, definitely tops on my list would be the Neon Boneyard, the Synchronous Fireflies, the Winchester Mystery House.
You don't think all those fireflies, considering the gravity of that moment, wouldn't like a little bit of privacy?
There's so many of them.
No, they don't notice. They're busy. They're busy with each
Firefly
other.
orgy.
They're busy with each other.
standing
They have
in the
other
middle
things in
of it.
mind.
It's in my nose.
This is like 10
I
out
am
of
just
10 on my
interrupting.
list.
So I don't know. All those are cool to me, but I think, I have to pick the fireflies. I definitely want to do that, and I have never heard of that before. So thank you.
Okay. Caitlyn, you got a thank you out of that one.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's cool. So if there's anything on this list that you have never heard of before, check the show notes because we're going to have not only the list, but the links as well. So you can just click on them and you can
Plan your trip.
plan your trip, plot a course. Absolutely.
I am kind of sad that the most scenic urinal didn't make our list because it isn't available for the public anymore.
You cannot pee there anymore.
I know.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
Isn't that kind of sad?
You're, guys, if you want a scenic place to pee, just do what you've always been doing.
And pee anywhere you want.
You're outdoors, pee, just go for it. If you're
Yeah.
to the Grand
Any
Canyon,
one of these places could be one
That's
of
right.
your most scenic places.
if you're the Grand Canyon, just let it rip.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't you pee next to the world's most scenic urinal? Like, just pee outside the building and then
You could probably pee on the sign that says no visitors.
you really could.
Yeah.
Closed, no visitors.
Yeah.
And that was probably pretty
No
scenic
peeing on
already.
this sign.
Well, I'd pee on that sign.
All right. Well, sorry I brought it up, but yeah, I was looking for it on our list, but I was told it is no longer open. So, but some cool stuff on here. We should plan some camping, Clint. We should
Sure.
plan some trips.
You also do that. I'll just make it happen for you. I will call your husband, and he'll
he
just
definitely will do that.
let you know when you're going.
I know. Isn't he awesome like that?
True.
Okay. Well, this was fun.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Everyone, check out the show notes at rvsmalltalk.com. Check us out on socials at RV Small Talk Podcast. Check us out on YouTube at RV Small Talk Podcast. Check out our Texas Tiny Trailer Rally or our Texas Truck Camper Rally. Those names mean nothing. Come attend anyways.
Yeah. Or you could just come see us at Princess Craft RV. We're here
Yep.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's true. Help me. Somebody help. They
Come
won't let
save
me out of
us.
here.
Go camping.
Well, another episode down. I'm glad everybody joined us.
Everybody, thank you so much. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.